First-round action in the Western Conference playoffs continues with Game 4 here on EA Sports. From American Airlines Center in Dallas, tonight, the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Utah Jazz. Hello again, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, as we focus on the Mavericks coming into play, they lead this series 2-1 with a chance to get a step closer to moving on at home in Game 4.
And this has been a back-and-forth seesaw kind of series. It's had a little bit of everything now. But I think Game 4 is where the rubber starts to meet the road. This is where the intensity really starts to pick up, and I think we'll see that tonight.
Doncic gets it in the right corner. To Luka Doncic. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. We're just underway in game number 4. Here comes the screen. Goes to the right side. Whiteside. Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Rudy Gay. To Conley. Has a look. Step back jumper.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Nothing going here on that drive. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Dallas has it. To Hardaway. Wide open look, won't go.
It didn't hurt him this time, but defensively, you got to prevent him from even catching the ball to begin with.
A shot no good on the drive by Conley. Dinwiddie into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
To Rudy Gay. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. To Whiteside. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Hassan Whiteside at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Free throw, good. Three-point play to tie things up at 7. Dallas with the possession. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Mitchell with it up top. Down 2. To Whiteside. Rudy Gay. To Conley. Has a chance. Mitchell's shot comes up empty. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. To Hardaway. Doncic fires the three. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the three.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
The shot rejected by Doncic. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Whiteside. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Leads three. Hardaway.
The NBA playoffs 2022 round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Looking to take this all the way. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Conley. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you 80 million.
Here comes the screen. Doncic to Dinwiddie. That's a 24-second violation. Conley. Mitchell on the drive, but he can't finish.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Luka Doncic. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage. Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Knocks it down off the step back. Utah ball. To Whiteside. Great feed, sets it up. Luka Doncic slams it down.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style of play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Whiteside. Over to the right side. Joe Ingles to Whiteside. Trying to cash in.
won't go. I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Luka Doncic, and that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Whiteside. Dwight Powell sends it away. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 4 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 1 Phoenix Suns, Seed 8 New Orleans Pelicans.
Hassan Whiteside, 2 of 4 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
From long range, that's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen. Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. Clarkson with the basketball. Down 5. Conley to Whiteside. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Young. Dallas with 4 to shoot. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Whiteside to Conley. Down again. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Able to convert inside.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Nothing going here on that drive. Conley. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Mike Conley with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Whiteside. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Changes coming from both sides right now. To Young. And draws the foul.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Thaddeus Young, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 67%. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 4 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 3 Golden State Warriors, Seed 6 Denver Nuggets.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Whiteside to Joe Ingles. Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Here's Barea. Leads 5. To Young. Barea shot. No good. Clarkson with the basketball. 5-point game. Won't go. Lee with the basketball. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. Five seconds to shoot. For 3. Not going down here. Joe Ingles to Gobert. Turns and slams it down.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Here's Barea. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. To Lee. Pulled down by Whiteside. Clarkson with the basketball. Shot clock turned off. They can get within 1 or tie it with a 3. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended. He'll put it up at the buzzer, and it's no good as time runs out on the first quarter of play. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 4 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 7 Minnesota Timberwolves, Seed 2 Memphis Grizzlies.
Donovan Mitchell trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. It's the free throw. Screen coming. Hardaway. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Curling inside. Joe Ingles. They get it down to Mitchell. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Burke with it. Looking to make something happen. To Hardaway. Reset here. Let's see what they do.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 4 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 9 Atlanta Hawks, Seed 1 Miami Heat.
He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, You are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Whiteside. Rebound cleared by Dallas. Lee with the basketball. Down just a couple. Rudy Gobert pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Mitchell with it up top. 2-point advantage. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Has a chance. Off the mark. Whiteside. Has a look. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Doncic down low for Powell. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Knocked loose. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Rudy Gobert with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Whiteside. Rudy Gay. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Donovan Mitchell at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Dallas owns the basketball to Dinwiddie. Sizing up the defense. Trying to create. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
And the finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Dinwiddie. No, I missed a short one there. Whiteside. Trying to cash in. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock to Whiteside. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. Shot clock winding down. Knocks it down off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Doncic. To Dinwiddie. Has a chance and strokes it.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Gets a look, can't hit.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Doncic to Dinwiddie. Screen coming. It's no good. Great defense. Conley into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Whiteside to Gobert. Rudy Gobert. 3 for 3 in this first half.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
To Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from long range. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Mitchell, and knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Dinwiddie. Nice pass to set things up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Utah with the possession. To Conley. Mitchell. Not that time. The follow won't go either.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Lee to Dinwiddie. Not that time. Conley into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. Time for some new personnel into the game. Mavericks with the basketball to Dinwiddie. Doncic to Hardaway. Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Mitchell with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. To Whiteside. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Doncic. To Dinwiddie. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His team on top by 13. And abuses the rim with the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Hardaway. Can't connect from in close. Conley. Mitchell shakes free and hits.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Down low for Powell. Got it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Conley. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tim Hardaway Jr. Opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. Whiteside. To Conley. Rudy Gay. Short jumper won't go down. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. Cruises inside for two.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. We reached halftime here in Game 4. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Jazz will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Utah Jazz, the Mavericks are in need of some changes at the half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Assists. Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Jazz have the ball. Conley to Whiteside. Short jumper misses.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay. Dwight Powell has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. first one goes down.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
Able to convert on both free throws.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Conley down to Gobert. Slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
To Dinwiddie. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Doncic to Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Mitchell with the basketball. The lead is 12. Whiteside to Rudy Gay. To Conley. Dwight Powell sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Luka Doncic. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Conley to Rudy Gay. Goes to the right side. Conley to Rudy Gay. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Hardaway. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Trying to cash in. Tim Hardaway Jr. Now 4 for 9.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Conley. And count the basket inside.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Trailing by 14. To Luka Doncic. And that's rebounded by the Jazz. Mitchell with it up top. They lead it by 14. To Conley. Count the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Doncic. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. And it's Conley with the rebound. Dwight Powell. Huge block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Conley. Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. Hits all 3 free throws. To Hardaway. Goes to the left side. Doncic. Over to the right side. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
To Whiteside. Here comes the screen. Conley. Down to 5 on the 24. Mitchell had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Hardaway. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The follow won't go either.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Mitchell with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Hardaway. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. It's Jazz ball. Whiteside. To Conley. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Powell up against Rudy Gay. To Hardaway. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. The shot almost. Mitchell with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Rudy Gay. Joe Ingles. Going to launch beyond the arc. Offensive board. The follow won't go either. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down big. Hardaway. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both.
Oh, yeah, get your money,
Utah ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Donovan Mitchell tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Clarkson. To Joe Ingles. He buries it off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collected. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
You're on the island now.
Doncic. To Young. And finishes strong. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
To Clarkson. It's Clarkson with the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Easy pass to the rim.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Utah's got it. To Joe Ingles. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Here's Barea. Down a bundle. To Luka Doncic. Screen coming. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Luka Doncic. Defense, making the ball handler work. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Luka Doncic. Nice pass to get things going.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Scores and the foul. Rudy Gobert, count the basket, and now a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Rudy Gobert at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Whoops, that won't go. Here's Barea, looking to make something happen. Rudy Gobert swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Whiteside. Joe Ingles. Mitchell buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Lee. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Finish that. Joe Ingles to Whiteside. Down low, it's Mitchell. To Clarkson. 5 to shoot for Utah. They get it down to Mitchell.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Knocks knocks it down off the step back.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Nothing going here on that drive. 15-footer at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Jazz in command of this one. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
That's out. Last touch by Rudy Gobert. Young. Works it up top. To Lee. Fires the 3. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Lee, deep left corner. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Young off the mark. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Joe Ingles. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Conley. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Shot misses there by Clarkson. Young to Lee. Here comes the screen. Lee. To Young. Thaddeus Young. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Joe Ingles. Gets it in the left corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Conley. Not going down for him this time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Thaddeus Young up against Rudy Gay. To Lee. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. It's going to stay with Dallas. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. To Hardaway. Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Mike Conley, couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip.
Oh, I see you've been working out, huh?
To Hardaway. Add 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Conley to Whiteside. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Substitution being made in this one. Conley. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Mavericks with the possession to Dinwiddie. Surveys the floor. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Trying to cash in. Doesn't get the bounce. To Hardaway. To Dinwiddie. Shot clock winding down. Hardaway. 4-3. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And abuses the rim with the slam. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
On the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Mitchell with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Rudy Gay. To Whiteside. Nothing going here on that drive. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Whiteside. Rudy Gay goes to the right side. Conley. And he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down big. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Tim Hardaway Jr. at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Whiteside to Conley. Stuffs it down with authority.
Old school. equals high percentage.
Dallas has it. To Hardaway. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Conley. Five to shoot for Utah. Short jumper misses. To Luka Doncic. Deep two there, won't go. Rudy Gay to Gobert. Shot from the lane, won't go. To Dinwiddie. Hardaway. Rebound comes to Mitchell. Conley. To Whiteside. Down low for Gobert. He gets it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Dallas with the possession. To Luka Doncic. Hardaway. And he hits. Mitchell, he has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Hardaway. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Mavericks. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Whiteside. Shot for Mitchell won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
The pass set it all up.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
To Luka Doncic. Rudy Gobert rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Shot from in close, no good. To Hardaway. Layup goes down. Well done.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Utah with the possession. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Rudy Gay. Driving right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Jazz have the ball. To Rudy Gay. probing the defense. To Conley. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Fine to shoot. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory. They've seized control of the 7-game series as they run out to a 3-1 lead. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Jazz put one in the win column with a solid performance. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. The Mavericks just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Utah Jazz did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.